Everyone has been asking the question, why is Lord Ali so instant of giving away freebies to the Labour government? I mean, the guy is practically funding each individual at the top of the party, and the scandal just keeps on growing momentum. Well, now he is under an official investigation. In today's video, we will discuss the story in detail, whilst going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. The Labour peer at the centre of a row over donations to Keir Starmer is under investigation for an alleged failure to register interests. The Lord's Standards Watchdog will carry out the probe into Lord Waheed Ali amid potential breaches of parliamentary rules surrounding openness and accountability in the members' code of conduct. It comes after the Prime Minister accepted thousands of pounds of gifts from the major party donor. An update published on Parliament's website stated that Lord Ali is being investigated by the Lords Commissioner for alleged non-registration of interests, leading to potential breaches of paragraphs 14, A and 17 of the 13th edition of the Code of Conduct. His donations to Starmer reportedly covered the cost of a personal shopper, clothes, glasses and alterations for Lady Starmer, both before and after Labour's election victory in July. He is also believed to have given money to Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson to fund a reception to mark her 40th birthday. The Labour peer has donated more than £700,000 to the party in total, including £100,000 for Sir Keir's 2020 leadership campaign. Other donations from media tycoon include £20,000 declared by the Prime Minister for accommodation during the election campaign. Starmer said it was to allow his son to study for his GCSEs in peace at the former TV executive's central London flat, while the family home was surrounded by media. The Labour leader has since committed to overhauling hospitality rules for ministers to ensure better transparency about what is provided. There is no suggestion that the Prime Minister or members of his cabinet broke any rules in accepting the freebies. In August, it was also revealed that Lord Ali had been given a temporary Downing Street security pass, despite having no formal government role. Labour has previously denied any wrongdoing. The rules say peers must register all relevant interests in order to make clear what are the interests that might reasonably be thought to influence their parliamentary actions. The Code of Conduct also says, members are responsible for ensuring that their registered interests are accurate and up to date. They should register any change in their relevant interests within 1 month of the change. In other news, Marc Francois, chair of the European Research Group and Conservative MP, has expressed concern over Keir Starmer's trip to Brussels. Speaking in an interview, Francois said he was worried about the Labour leader's efforts to reset relations with the EU. "I've always said that Starmer remains a Remainer," Francois told Tom Harwood. "I sat in Parliament week after week for over 2 years and watched Starmer conspire with people all around the House to try and keep us in the EU at almost any cost." Francois added that he was cautious about Starmer's intentions, given the Labour leader's past calls for a second referendum. Keir Starmer is set to meet with top EU officials in Brussels on Wednesday, including European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. The visit aims to establish a more pragmatic and mature relationship with the EU, according to Starmer's statement. The Labour leader will also hold talks with European Council President Charles Michel and European Parliament President Roberta Metsola. A European Commission spokesperson described the meeting as the beginning of a conversation on potential ways forward. Starmer has emphasised his determination to put the Brexit years behind us and focus on tackling international challenges through collective efforts with European partners. Starmer has ruled out rejoining the EU's single market, customs union, or freedom of movement arrangements. However, he seeks to improve relations in specific areas. The Labour leader aims to negotiate a new veterinary agreement to reduce border checks and push for mutual recognition of certain professional qualifications. Starmer is also focused on delivering a broad-based security pact with the EU and addressing barriers to trade. Despite the warmer tone, both sides acknowledge that substantive changes to the relationship will require tough negotiations, even as the main tenets of the Brexit settlement remain untouched. Pro-EU campaigners are urging Starmer to reconsider his stance on youth mobility. The European Commission has proposed a scheme allowing 18 to 30-year-olds to live and work in each other's territories for up to 4 years. Sir Nick Harvey, Chief Executive of European Movement UK, said, "Dismissing the idea of reciprocal youth mobility simply means letting down British young people who face all sorts of economic difficulties and have seen their horizons curtailed by Brexit." Cal Roscoe from Best for Britain added, "The new government has the chance to give these formative experiences back to young Brits with this universally popular scheme that the European Commission is already open to agreeing." In other news, Donald Trump has lambasted the state of US foreign policy after Iran fired a barrage of missiles into Israel and stated that the country would never have attacked if he was president. Iran launched around 200 missiles at Israel yesterday afternoon, causing the country's famed Iron Dome system to be called into action. Tehran initiated the attack without warning in retaliation against Israel for launching a ground invasion of Lebanon on Monday, days after dismantling Iranian ally Hezbollah's leadership and communications. An Israeli security official stated that the majority of the projectiles were intercepted with the assistance of the US Central Command, although video footage suggests some missiles made it through. Following the attack, the former president posted a statement on Truth Social, lamenting the rise in global conflict during Joe Biden's presidency. Trump wrote, "The world is on fire and spiraling out of control. We have no leadership, no one running the country. We have a non-existent president in Joe Biden and a completely absent Vice President, Kamala Harris. Under President Trump, we had no war in the Middle East, no war in Europe and harmony in Asia, no inflation, no Afghanistan catastrophe. Instead, we had peace. Now, war or the threat of war is raging everywhere, and the two incompetents running this country are leading us to the brink of World War III. President Joe Biden and Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer have said that they ordered US and UK forces to assist Israel in its defence, with British fighter jets understood to be involved. British Defence Secretary John Healey said British forces played their part in attempts to prevent further escalation and thanked British personnel involved for their actions. The attack has put nations in the region on alert. Officials from Iraq and Jordan have said the countries will be closing their airspace, while Iraqi militants have threatened to attack US military bases if the US aids an Israeli response. Israel has committed to respond to Iran's attack, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying, "Iran made a big mistake tonight, and it will pay for it. We will stand by the rule we established. Whoever attacks us, we will attack him." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.